Could you just comment on the smoldering pile? Just like describe that in more detail, like what you saw when you were there.
Well, you could smell it. I mean, you could still smell the smoke, the ash. You just really smell it. At that point, you couldn't get very close to it. There were lots of fences around, etc. But just walking in that area, walking down by Trinity Church and around that area, there was a smell like, you know, if you've ever been to a fire sale, a store that had a fire, you know, a month later you walk in there, they're still having a fire sale. The things that are on sale still smell the smoke. The place still smells the smoke. So you could still have, it's still very much that smell that was lingering in the air all around that area.
And that was, what date was that? Do you remember at all?
It's in the book. I can't recall right now.
Okay.
There was a couple of months, I think, like you said, October probably,
Yeah.
November even. I'm not sure. I can't remember exactly when it was.
Okay.
It was very impressive. Were you down there at all then?
No, but I've studied it in the site, and I've heard a lot of reports of like extreme heat underneath the pile, and
I never got close enough to feel the heat, but I could smell the,
right.
You know, the smoke, the burn.
And that was several weeks later. I believe the last fire was put out on December 19th, 2001. It was molten steel underground for months.
Yeah. Yeah. Are you doing work on that? What happened there? Or research?
Yeah, we'll talk after.
Well, it's certainly an area where we need to do a lot more research. As I mentioned to this gentleman here, I don't have any inside information on what happened at 9/11, but I find the whole thing shocking of how little we've really looked into that, and to accept the idea that a man with a walkie-talkie in the cave and up in the Himalayas someplace could do something like that on his own, I find very, very difficult to accept. And again, I have no inside information, but just, you know, and I've seen all the movies of, you know, the engineers and the implosions and all this stuff, and it seems, it's obvious that we need to do a lot more research, but I don't know that we will. I was in Dallas a couple of months ago and went to the book depository where Lee Harvey Oswald shot Kennedy from, and again, you know, struck by how little we've really truly investigated what really happened there. And
did you take a look from the grassy knoll and see how much better vantage point that was?
Yeah, and also what I had forgotten and what we don't talk about much is that the House of Representatives actually came to the official conclusion that there was at least a second shooter. And I didn't know that fairly until I'm watching the videos, and the House of Representatives did an investigation sometime afterwards, and they came to the official conclusion that there was at least one other shooter, which they seemed to forget about.
As did the Parkland Hospital doctors and the autopsy reports.
I know. A lot of things that are kept quiet. Who else? Guess in the back of the room with the hat. Yes, you with the hat and the glasses.
Okay.